All right, here we are for round 2 against ItBarn02. We're on the play, and this hand seems pretty great. I'll keep it. It's a bit of an exaggeration to say it's great, but got a removal spell. We got some card draw. We got all kinds of stuff. I'd say my most likely play is that I'm going to play the Boneyard on turn 2, but I'm not really sure. If I draw a different untapped land, I'll probably play it. Ooh, this is probably a good matchup no matter what it is. No matter what they're playing, it's probably a good matchup. That kind of makes me want to play the Radiant Fountain instead. Yeah, let's do that. So if this is Bogles, should be in pretty good shape. If it's yeah, it looks like it is. If it were what's it called? Slivers, it might be a little tougher. But hexproof is usually a little short on creatures. All right, well, think twice. Cool. Privet's a nice one. I'll probably counter almost anything. Certainly counter anything that's a creature. Colony Garden's a good draw for my opponent. It's not going to be enough just because I have this Agony Warp to kill it, but if they have, what's it called, the 1/2 that searches stuff out, that would be their best draw. So I'm going to go ahead and prohibit this guy. They can only cast one more creature. See if they just like load up the plant. Alright, well, that's kind of annoying. They've invalidated another, getting a little punished, I think. Like, if I could have had Agony Warp up, I could have killed this warrior and stuff. Yep. That's all fine, though. It's all fine and dandy for me. I'm still not worried about this at all. The only way I'll be worried is if they play another hexproof guy and another big enchantment on this thing. That could really get me. Ooh, opponent, why would you do that? I guess it makes sense, but I'm going to go ahead and get my opponent here. We'll see what their last 2 cards are. Okay, it is a hexproof guy. Fortunately for them, I can just teachings now for stuff to kill these things. Alright. They don't have a lot of time here. If they play another 1/1. Oh man, is this the 1/2? Oh, Armadillo Cloak. Okay. Don't care about that at all. I was just hoping it wasn't the 1/2. That would be really bad for me. So I'm gonna grab a Doomblade. And I'm gonna kill the warrior with it, and then I will edict away the Ledgewalker. Let's grab a Doomblade. If I draw a counterspell or something would be really nice. Swamp is okay. So Doomblade you. And I'll leave this in play for a turn or 2 probably. We'll see. Because I'm just going to think twice here if they don't play anything good. Hopefully they're afraid to play more creatures. Opponent is not afraid to play any more creatures, unfortunately. I think I'm going to brainstorm and see what I draw here. Don't really want this Echoing Decay at all. Okay, Avant-Garde Justice is a nice one. So I'm going to go ahead and Devour Flesh with this guy on the stack. And then I can Justice this next Ledgewalker away. I do have to decide if I want to do that before I can flash it back. Yeah, I kind of want to do it before I can flash it back, I think. My opponent only has a couple cards, or buy it back. My opponent only has a couple cards that it can draw. I'm actually gonna let this happen one turn. So my reasoning is, even if they draw something good, I can teachings for. Yeah, they drew kind of a really good one. So I can teachings for just an edict if I need to. Take this stuff down. It was pretty unfortunate for me that they, I mean, they have a number of stuff that would have been good, but it's a little sad that they drew that one. So I got a little greedy with my justice. Now I can't even get another teachings with my teachings. I have to get an edict. There's my Devour Flesh. I could get Cower in Fear, I think. I guess Cower in Fear is probably better. Oh, I could also get a repeal. So if I repeal that might be better. Let's go ahead and grab repeal. No, do I have enough mana for that? That's 8 mana. No, I don't have mana for that. Let's not get too crazy. I'm still gonna get the repeal, but I'm not gonna use it. I'm taking a risk again. Another risk. But I really want to keep this justice. Looks like they drew another great card. Oh my god, come on, opponent. So now I have to repeal. Okay, I'm going to lose this game because I got too greedy. I guess the Ethereal Armor is a better card anyway, so let's go ahead and repeal the Ethereal Armor. I'm going to cycle this away, and I'm probably going to Whispers of the Muse. Okay, I still have plenty of outs this game. I just needed my opponent not to draw a Toughness Enhancing Enchantment 2 turns in a row, which they top decked 2 in a row, of course. Let's go ahead and Whispers, see if I draw something to deal with this. Okay. That should do it. I had a lot of outs still, even though I got greedy, but that was probably just too greedy. Alright, so I kill the one, and Innocent Blood away the other one, and that'll probably wrap this up. So the greed, I guess, did pay off. And I did get to keep my Evankar's Justice, so it'll be really hard for my opponent to get around this. Alright, yep, that'll do it. They have no way to come back. I don't think. If I draw like the worst card in my deck every turn for the rest of the game, I'll probably still win. Alright, well, I mean, it was a good draw. I'm just going to exclude it. I want to get some sweet value, so exclude you. It's possible I should have just let it resolve because I could just kill it with my Justice and go to 1. But it's more likely that they're going to miss like a creature for a turn or two at some point. Even if they hit one here, I can still Justice it away. Well, my opponent missed only 1 turn, but that was all it took. That one's okay, actually. That one I don't care about. If they try to put something on it, I'll just disfigure it away. Not a problem. I don't know what they're going to get. Ancestral Mask, maybe. Maybe a Cartouche. Cartouche should probably be the right call. No, that doesn't really work against Evan-Car's Justice very well. They probably just have to get an Ethereal Armor if they want to cast it this turn, or what's it called? Okay, they are getting the Cartouche. Are they going to cast it? Yeah, I mean, they're kind of in a desperate spot, I think, at this point. That would have been a really bad. That would have been really bad for us earlier if they had drawn that guy, but not right now. Not a bad thing right now. All right, we're gonna teachings. Gonna grab another teachings so I can chain those together. I do believe we have locked this one up, but yeah, I don't think there's anything our opponent can do. I would just skip to sideboarding. Hopefully our opponent is merciful. They're playing kind of slowly. If they don't concede in the next couple turns, I'll just turn off the recording and we'll go to the sideboard. But oh, another draw, huh? Yep. I'm just gonna justice that one away. I'm gonna teachings for Perplex, just so I can put this game away. I've got enough to flash this back for another teachings. My opponent's wondering why I'm playing a 100-card deck. It is a fair question. See if that's enough to get my opponent to concede, finding out that I have no intention of killing them whatsoever. I'm ahead of my opponent on time by about 1.25 minutes. Always important to keep track of with this deck, because we do have another 41 turns of my opponent drawing their cards. All right. I don't know if I really agree with my opponent just like spewing stuff off into our Evan-Car's Justice. Like, they could have maybe held that for a little while. All right, Talisman. This will get us more Evan-Car's Justice hits, so that's why I'm grabbing that right now. Chainer's Edict. Yeah, I'm confident we've won this game. I'm gonna give it until our opponent is at 35 cards. I'm really bad at editing videos, so I don't really want to have to edit this one. But yeah, if we sit here for a while, I'll just go ahead and let you guys can skip forward if you want, but I will skip it forward for you, starting at 35 cards if my opponent hasn't conceded yet. For those of you who are wondering how I'm going to actually lock up this game, I'm going to grab a Capsize here and make sure my opponent cannot possibly come back, no matter what they do. So let's grab the Capsize. I have a bunch of edicts. I have all kinds of stuff. I've got instant speed Wrath effect for their whole deck. I am just not afraid of anything they can do. I've got tons of cards. Gonna start bouncing the tapped lands. Once they can't cast anything, then I'll start with the extra stuff. Just gained a bunch more life with this Crypt Incursion, so I don't have to discard. I could just discard this Echoing Decay. It doesn't really do anything, but it's fine. All right, my opponent has given up. Awesome. So we didn't have to show off our Cower in Fear, so that's a good thing. Against this deck, I like Duress, and I like Shrivel. I do have to consider if I want Relic of Progenitus. I don't really think they play anything that I care about for the relic. But it's nice to get a, like, you can snipe a Rancor, I guess, sometimes with it. But these are what I want the most. What do I not want? Complete disregard seems terrible. Mostly all of our targeted removal is pretty bad. There's no real reason to play this Agony Warp over anything else. Karn Fear is great. Crypt Incursion is mediocre. They do normally play, well, they normally play Young Wolf, so maybe I do want these relics. And maybe I do want the Complete Disregard, actually. Complete Disregard might just be better than some of these other bad targeted removal spells. Let's get rid of the Disfigure, the Echoing Decay. I think I'll stick with this. Because Shrivel also hits the Young Wolf and stuff. It just sweeps it up with the other stuff. Okay. This looks pretty good. Bogles is a great matchup. If you expect a lot of Bogles... Yeah, my opponent says they grabbed the wrong deck for this league. Definitely wrong for this matchup. I'm going to mulligan, I think. Don't have anything going on. Yeah, I just like can't really do anything until turn 5. Oh, this is a close one. I think I want to mulligan this. I have some really great hands with this deck. This hand is only okay. I'm going to put that on top. I'll have Counterspell up on turn 2, as well as Doomblade if I really need it. So maybe I'll be okay. This is like our last hand, except I also need to draw lands, unfortunately. Not a great draw. I do have 9 Edict effects, so I could definitely draw some of them. Counterspell on a key enchantment should hopefully give us enough time to kill them as well. I think my opponent is probably typing, or... Okay. Or they're lagging a little bit. Utopia Sprawl is usually one of the best turn ones for this deck. The deck is really low on land, and it also allows them, like, if my opponent goes like Boggle Cartouche next turn, it's going to be kind of annoying for me to deal with. Well, we got bailed out last game by the deck after making some questionable plays, but we survived. My opponent's got stops all over the place. Kind of taking a long time now. Oh, there it is. Yeah, Boggles is, so my opponent's talking about the matchups for Boggles, and if you're playing against a lot of blue-red fairies and a lot of Stompy, Boggles is usually a pretty decent deck to play. Yeah, so here's the Ledgewalker plus either, yeah, it's a Cartouche. So you can see that's pretty annoying for me. However, they don't have a ton of power yet, so it might not be the worst possible thing for me. Avant-Garde Justice is a great one. I'm going to play this island so I can hold up Counterspell. Gonna counter anything that makes the Ledgewalker really big. So if they have an Ethereal Armor plus a... Doesn't look like they have that, but if they had like an Ethereal Armor plus an Ancestral Mask, I would be kind of in bad shape. So anything that gets these guys out of Avant-Garde Justice range, I'm going to counter. They just play more guys. I'm not going to counter them. I'm just going to think twice to try to hit my land. Yeah, this is looking pretty good for us. Another Avant-Garde Justice is a nice one. Untapped land would be nice. Sure. That's plenty untapped enough for me. Second Justice means I don't even feel bad about spewing off the first one. So if we get really lucky, they will play like a Rancor and just like not play anything good. I don't think this deck is playing like Prismatic Strands or anything. Looks like I'm gonna have to counter this. Alright, so as long as their last card isn't an Ethereal Armor or another Cartouche, we're gonna be in excellent shape. We've only taken, hardly taken any damage. Great, great spot. Okay, they didn't have anything. I don't think they can even have anything to like get around what we have right now, right here. Hopefully it's just an enchantment to go on it. Sure. Get edicted, my friend. Alrighty. Looking good, looking good. Don't have enough mana for Think Twice, unfortunately. Like to draw some land. I'm gonna hold up Exclude. I think I'll Think Twice rather than Teachings. I kind of have the spell I want most already, and I would like to draw more land. Perplex, not really what I'm looking for here. Probably Teachings for Brainstorm, actually. Just so I can find more land a little easier. Abundant Growth, that's fine. Don't really have any way to like bounce the land or anything. Once we get high enough, we can start capsizing the lands in response to those things. Yeah, let's get the Brainstorm. Really want to draw land. All right. That's a land if I've ever seen one. I'm going to lose my shuffle effect, but that's okay. I think I need more islands. Sure, doesn't matter. And then I'm actually just going to discard, I think I'll discard this Doomblade. I don't foresee myself needing that very much. Slippery Boggle is getting excluded. I need my opponent not to have, okay, they didn't have anything. I need them to not have like another Boggle plus a Cartouche plus an Ethereal Armor there. Like anything else would have been pretty beatable. Pretty easily beatable. Yep, don't care about that. Doesn't really do anything. I think I'm gonna, yeah, also I'm gonna use the Whispers of the Muse with buyback. Drew a counterspell. Gonna Brainstorm here. I guess I'll Duress first, see what they have. I'm gonna take anything that gets a creature out of Justice range. Yeah, Ethereal Armor. Brainstorm. Awesome. So I don't really need these pieces or this Perplex right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle those away. Perplex would be nice, but I could just, I mean, I'll get it eventually. Yep. You've been falsely summoned. Should probably just be able to counter all the rest of my opponent's creatures for the rest of the game, I would guess. I don't think they're going to be able to resolve anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just go ahead and pick up a snow-covered island. No real reason to Bojuka Bog them. I would prefer to be able to Crypt Incursion this stuff later if I need to. Another one, huh? I'm gonna let that one resolve. If they don't put anything on it, I'll Justice it away. Otherwise, I'll just kill it with Innocent Blood. I mean, I know their cards, so... yeah, so hopefully this will prompt a concession from my opponent and we'll be done with this match. And they actually know I have this Chainer's Edict in my graveyard, but I'll just show them that I have another one, another Edict even. No way to get rid of that Rancor. All right. So I think I'll Teachings for Teachings probably, and then I'll get a, oh, another Scout, huh? All right. I'm gonna go get the Capsize and then I'll have them pick everything up. See, if I find like exactly a Devour Flesh, I'll kill that thing in response. Nope, didn't. Okay. Let's go ahead and brainstorm. I think I'll shuffle away the sandbar. Don't really need the sandbar for anything. I don't want, well, I guess I don't want to discard, so I might as well just cast this Innocent Blood. I don't know. Nothing matters in this match. I would recommend going to the next match. We've already won this one. At this point, I'm just going to be discarding the hand size a lot. So I've got 4, 5. Yeah, I'd hardly even have any. They hardly even have any creatures left. Hey, look at that. The card I put on top and shuffled away is still there. What a shocker. Okay, I'm going to shuffle away this repeal. Alright, this will lock it up, I'm sure, for our opponent. I'm going to start capsizing all their lands. Discarding a land. Another card in hand is a Rancor, besides whatever they drew. Alright, where's that capsize at? Actually, let's get the Perplex first. I'll get my life gain online first. Haven't drawn a Pristine Talisman in all these cards, unfortunately, but that's fine. See what my opponent's got here. Draw another creature. I mean, I guess I might as well fall summoning it. They're actually almost out of creatures in their deck. They've got 1, 2, 3 Bogles in the graveyard, 1, 2, 3 Scouts in the graveyard, and then 2 Ledgewalkers in the graveyard. So they're actually running pretty low at this point on creatures in the deck even. Yeah, I'm just gonna Teachings for capsize probably here. Can't really imagine doing anything differently. Even if my opponent plays a creature, I'll probably let it resolve, unless it's Alright, my opponent has decided to concede. Yeah, so my opponent wants to see the videos, and yeah, thanks for watching, Itbarn too. Yeah, you're round number 2. Sorry about that, Itbarn. You get to be defeated by the 100 and what is this, 103 cards I'm playing today? Yeah, 103 cards. That's funny. My opponent is going to probably be salty when he sees how lucky I got in game 1. I mean, I had a lot of outs, but still got kind of lucky. Got kind of lucky. Oh no, send. All right, GG's, Itbarno2. All right, this is a good matchup. Got a little lucky game 1 after, I don't know, I mean, we got kind of unlucky to even need to get lucky, but that doesn't change the fact that I got a little lucky in that game. And then pretty sound defeat in round number 2. I don't really remember exactly what we all had at the beginning of the game, if we could have beaten an Ancestral Mask on something instead of that Ledgewalker. I do believe I had the counterspell up for something like that, but maybe I used it on the Armadillo Cloak. Can't remember. But anyway, I will see you guys for the next round.